Have you ever wondered what actually makes your computer usable the moment you turn it on? That invisible but powerful software is called the operating system, or OS. An operating system is the most important software on your computer. It acts as a bridge between the hardware and the user. Without it, your computer would just be a collection of electronic parts with no coordination. When you press the power button, the hardware turns on first. But hardware alone cannot run applications. The operating system loads into memory and takes control. It manages the CPU, RAM, storage, and all connected devices, so everything works together smoothly. Think of the operating system as a manager in a company. The CPU is the worker doing calculations. RAM is the desk space for active tasks. Storage is a filing cabinet. Applications are employees requesting work. The OS makes sure everyone gets the resources they need without conflict. There are different operating systems used around the world. For personal computers, popular ones include Microsoft Windows, macOS, and Linux. For smartphones, we commonly use Android and iOS. Even servers, routers, and smart devices run their own specialized operating systems. One of the main jobs of the operating system is process management. A process is simply a running program. When you open a web browser, play music, and edit a document at the same time, the OS decides how much CPU time each program gets. It switches between tasks so quickly that everything feels simultaneous. Another major responsibility is memory management. RAM is limited, so the OS carefully allocates memory to applications. If one program tries to use too much memory, the OS can limit it or move inactive data to storage using virtual memory. The OS is also responsible for file management. Every file you create, save, rename, or delete is handled by the operating system. It organizes data into file systems so information can be stored and retrieved efficiently. Device management is another critical function. When you plug in a keyboard, mouse, printer, or USB drive, the operating system uses drivers to communicate with those devices. Drivers are small pieces of software that allow the OS to understand hardware instructions. Security is also managed by the operating system. It controls user accounts, passwords, file permissions, and system updates. Modern operating systems include firewalls, encryption, and security patches to protect against threats. The operating system also provides a user interface. This can be a graphical user interface, or GUI, with windows, icons, and menus.
I'm going to point and
or
click on
it can be a
OK
command line
this.
interface, where
And
users
now we
type
get to
commands.
choose our chart
The
type.
GUI makes
And I'm going to
computers
select
easier
a
for
title
beginners,
chart because
while
this is the
command
first
lines give
slide of the
advanced users
presentation.
more control.
So that's
In
okay
servers
with me.
and enterprise
so now
systems,
I can select an
operating
option.
systems are
These are all
optimized for
different kinds of
stability and
title
performance.
charts.
For example, many servers run Linux-based systems because they are lightweight, secure, and customizable. Without an operating system, you would need to manually control hardware using machine-level instructions. That would be extremely complex. The OS simplifies everything, so you can simply click, tap, and type. So in simple terms, the operating system is the boss of your computer. It manages hardware, runs applications, handles memory, organizes files, controls devices, and keeps everything secure. The next time you open your laptop or unlock your phone, remember, before any app starts, before any web page loads, your operating system is already working behind the scenes to make everything possible. And that is why the operating system is the most important software in any computing device.